So you're not required to use construction lines. You can get around just fine without them, but construction lines can be used to make your life easier. So in this case here, when I crossed this line over this box, I now have two things that I can extrude and two areas that I can work with. And we might want to place something on this line. So what we can do is we can turn this into a construction line. We have a number of ways to get to that. We could come over here to the sketch palette to click construction. I can come down here to normal construction, or I can press X. So now that this is a construction line, look, I have a rectangle again that I can extrude. You can use the center rectangle here, and it already has construction lines built into it. So to follow that logic, we can turn one of these construction lines into a normal line, and look at that. Now we have, rather than one rectangle, we have two triangles which we can choose to extrude. So I can use the construction line here. So I can take it from a normal line to a construction line, and I'm using that to constrain this circle to the center. So when we finish sketch here, I can extrude it like here, and I did a pattern. But if we don't happen to like this pattern, this allows me to back up and change this to a different number here. And then all the later steps will populate. You can also use the construction feature on a projected geometry line. So I can click on this, and I have a couple ways to get to it. We're going to use the center line. So over here on the sketch palette, here's the center line. We can also enter in by right-clicking, and it's hidden down in here. So now that this is a center line, we can come over and we can use the mirror feature. See how the program recognized the mirror line already? So for objects, we're going to select 1, 2, and 3, and we can hit OK. And now we have two that are populated. If I want this to be one shape here, I can click on this line and take it from a center line, and I can turn it to a construction line. And look at this. Now, if we extrude or revolve, we can have one surface. Another place we can use the center line is with the revolve command. So I just placed the line here, and watch this. I'm going to hit D for dimension, and look, we're 1.5 inches away. However, if I turn this into a center line, watch what happens. We go from a radius to a diameter. Just turn that to 3. And of course, we can finish sketch, and we're going to use the revolve command. And Fusion 360 was smart enough, it recognized our center. Another clever place to use a construction line is in a sweep. So for example, this section here won't become populated when we do our sweep.